What time is it? Time to get ill? Mark Dobson, I'm a Media Technical Manager in the RTVF department. And also an MFA student. Most days I find myself answering questions about software. It's either something that wasn't picked up during the demo, the student didn't quite grasp it, maybe I was going too fast, maybe their teacher was going too fast. But usually it's kind of basic troubleshooting with the software. I can help them work their way through it, and in doing so, sometimes I find out a better way of doing things myself. So, it's kind of that whole, learn through teaching, teach by learning kind of thing. That's been a real boon for me for the job. I also find myself doing a lot of hardware troubleshooting with computers, taking machines apart and stuff. In the early years in the job, I made a lot of Franken computers because there wasn't necessarily the funds to get replacement gear right off the bat. So we had to make do with what we had, and sometimes I would just have, and I still do, squirrel away old machines just in case I need a part for something or another, and so that kind of makes me a shade tree mechanic, I guess. So I guess the long and short of it is I'm like part teacher, part mechanic in the job. I think being a student again is really helping me kind of see what works and what speaks to me as a student. And hopefully I can grab some of that and use that myself when I move on to a teaching position. You don't realize until you have to step into that position, step in front of a group of people and talk about something for an hour or so, how much that really takes. Sometimes being a student, you take it for granted that this person can talk for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours about some subject that was their course of study. But I mean, it's amazing the amount of preparation and stuff that it takes. I guess having been a student, then working at the school for a number of years, and then coming back around to being a student again, you just kind of see, you have a different perspective. I'm married. I got married in 2006. My wife and I actually met up here at UNT. She was a volunteer at NTTV. I was a staff member at NTTV. There was nothing inappropriate about that. We've got 2 kids together. They're 3.5 years old, Aiden and Alexa. Yes, I'm tired. I'm a little bit more tired than I used to be, but I'm generally happier and more patient, if you can believe that, with people. Aiden has actually helped me to, I guess, slow down and listen to the students sometimes when they're trying to tell me something. Because, before somebody came to me with a problem, I would just kind of start filling in the blanks as they're explaining the problem to me. And I might not get the answer quite right because I've already made assumptions based on the information they fed me at first, and I've already kind of cut them off and judged the situation. But because I have to listen more to what Aiden has to say, I hear the students better too.